Hello, thought I'd just show you what I've been up to. First of all, I joined a fairy, Captured Fairy thing on the UK and Ireland craft swap. It's on Facebook. I'll put their name down underneath when I finish this video. Can't show you the fairy yet because they're not all gone through and things like that, but I sent mine off a week ago, so hopefully it's gone. It's got there. And I'm waiting for mine to be returned, for Maggie's to come back. So I'll show you those when it's done. Then I thought I've never made a captured fairy before, so I thought we're going to try this. So obviously the one I put in the post, it was a jar about this big. But being me, I want to try a bigger one. So here I am, trying the bigger one. First of all, I got a jar. And I don't know if anyone's got a Wyvale garden centre near them, but that's where this comes from, and it cost me £2.49 this jar, which I'm absolutely amazed at. But it's it's sort of kilner jar, well, obviously not kilner, so it closes with that sort of link. And what I've done, as you can see, is this is oops, excuse me a minute. This is Cosmic Shimmer, but it's not that one, she says. It's this one. So, and this is what I used, this one. So that's what that is, and I've made these dots going up and down there, and then on the inside, it doesn't smell now, but it did. Can you see I've dripped glass paint. It's called transparent. It's not the pearlised one. It's a transparent one to make it look like a jar that's just had brushes left in it. Well, sort of. And then we've got those white markings going around the jar, all the way around the jar like that. So that was the jar I made. If you use that paint like I did, put it outside. I've put mine in my lean-to overnight with the lid off because smell. That's how I did that bit. Then I wanted to make fairies go into the jar. So said fairy is here. So there's said fairy. So I've cut her out, printed her out, cut her out, used glossy accents, left her overnight so she's got a nice sheen to her, and then I used, I think it's called Baby's Breath, these flowers, and I've got them in black and in the burgundy, and these are little tiny little Demontes I popped on there. And this started life as a piece of sponge cut into a round, and then I've got a scrap piece of felt, well, it's not felt, it's velvet actually, covered that, cut the base out in a piece of card, covered the base with the green velvet like that, stuck that onto it, pinned it on to hold it down, made the top again from a couple of these pieces of sponges but shaped slightly, and stuck the velvet on, and then this over the top so as it gave it a base, pinned it all down, left it to dry, only for a few hours actually, didn't take long to dry at all, and then I've added the lilies and the little black roses, and then these lovely lavenders which are really sparkly. So I've added all those, and then some glittery card on the bottom just to cover it, and it's quite firm, wobbly but firm, so I'm quite pleased with her. There's my said fairy, and what I'm going to do is stick some of this moss, and I've got this moss that you get from the or I got it from Hobbycraft shop, but it's in the bit for the flower arranging. So I'm going to put that all around the bottom and then pop her in like that. Once I've, no, I might pop her in first, then put the green round, and then on top of the green I got these, and I'm going to pop those around that. And I don't think there's much more I'm going to do to it. I might put a piece of ribbon around the top, but I think that's going to be about it. So that's going to be my fairy, and I'll show you pictures of her when she's finished. But she will be similar to this, but with, oops, and get her in like that. So she's not quite finished, so I'll show you another one when she is. But so that's going to be the fairy. Right, so I've been using this cheap glue, which I'm hoping is going to work, and I've put the greenery inside down the bottom. Hope you can see it like this. I've just been still wet because I've just a second done it, pushing it down. I'm hoping there's going to be enough weight, and I've glued these flower plots, or even flower pots, down as well, so they should look like that, and the fairy looks wistfully, hopefully that way. So there it is, all glued in. I'll leave that to dry, just check that it's not going to wobble, check the wobble factor. But so far I think that's about where I want it. I might stick, just stick some glitter in there. Now what glitter can I use? What looks quite fairy-like? What did I stick on my other one? Hello, I was just finishing off the fairy, I think, when something happened and I went, so I'm back again now. So she's stuck in. I don't know if you can see her in there, in her jar. And there she is, in the back of her jar. Put the lid up so you can see her a bit better. I think she's absolutely lovely. I'm really pleased with her. This is her going round. Really, really pleased with this little fairy. So that's my fairy, and I don't know if you can see inside, there is some gold glittery bits on this, and I've put the little pots in. I've just got to straighten that. Let's have a look while we're here. So come back up view. It's me poking about with this earlier. She's all stuck in anyway, so once this is settled it should be okay. And if you look down here, I put gold on those and on this little pot to make it look like fairy dust. And there's a bit dotted about on top of the toadstool. The word went right out of my mind then. So I'm really very pleased with that. And I remembered what the gold stuff I used. It's Flower Soft Gold. Because I've got Flower Soft and I don't use it very often, but this is quite good for that because it's got that nice sort of really nice twinkle to it. I don't know if it's going to show up on there, but it's really got a twinkle to it. So I'm really pleased with my fairy. Possibly going to be a bow put across the top here. I'm none too sure at the moment. Possibly. But I just love her as she is actually. I like the simplicity of it. So I don't know that one, whether it'll have a bow or not. So that was really good. I enjoyed making my other fairy. As soon as I know Maggie's received her, I'll show you the pictures I did of her. But that's my fairy in a jar complete. Hope you like it. Thanks. Bye.